Hello, David Nash. My name's Luke Smith, and I've got an interest in your building. I'd like to make an offer on this White Castle building, this former White Castle building that you have listed in Newcastle, Indiana. I like the Walmart in the background. I got Walmart sign right here. This is a major front corner of accessing this Walmart. So looking at the Walmart traffic in the background and comparing it to other properties and things I've been working on, and I think there's a good shot that I can get a tenant into this building, make it happen. So I've looked at this thing a couple times over time, and I just keep coming around to it. Finally got you on the phone earlier today. Thanks for calling me back. And I was just asking a couple more questions about it, so I keep thinking about it and researching it. And so let's jump into it. So I've got Street View pulled up here, and we've got 4 lanes of traffic going each direction. But the main thing is this intersection feeding into Walmart. I think it's all about how many of these people are going into the Walmart with the store right there in the front. So I was pulling this up a couple different ways. This is Placer data, looking at it from the sky. And I was looking at the White Castle and the Walmart. So if we're looking at the Walmart, it's doing 153,000 customers a month. And so I don't know, it might be too small to see that, but that's what Placer's saying right now while I'm doing this. 153,000 customers a month, measuring it by people's cell phones coming and going. Had some old White Castle numbers. I'm not going to jump into that. It was kind of lower tier numbers before they went out of business. But looking at other White Castles don't usually make it as the incomes are higher. As the incomes are higher in areas 50, 60, 70,000, 80,000, the White Castles don't seem to do as well. As they're in the 40s and 30s and 40s, or maybe lower $50,000 median income, the White Castles seem to do better. And so this is a little bit higher income than works for a lot of White Castles. So I don't hold it against them. I don't think it's their fault. I don't think it's the location's fault. I think it's the product doesn't meet the market. I think if we get a different product coming through this building, we'll have a good shot. So I pulled up the White Castle. I'm zooming in here. I'm going to go through a couple different screens of why. I'm trying to pitch the why I'm interested in your building, and we'll take it from there. So I'm zooming in on this. I see 6,000, like 12, 13,000 cars a day going in front. Just to the north of it, it's 8 and almost 8 and 8, 16. So a lot of them are turning in, right? There's a 4,000 coming, or they're coming and going. But they're all going through this intersection one way or another and right in front of this. So remember those numbers or something close to those numbers as we're going to go. I'm going to look at an example. So this is my example. This is another Walmart. This Walmart is in Newberry, South Carolina. And you're like, Luke, why are you bringing up Newberry, South Carolina? Because I'm working on other properties over here is why. And in my mind, I had almost the same number of Walmart traffic, but I looked it up and it's actually a little bit less. I thought this one might be a hair more, but it's less. They're doing 131,000 customers a month at this Walmart. And this particular Walmart, if I put up over my head, there's a Wendy's right here. There's some land right here that I'm working on. I'm trying to find a new user for this land right here. That's why I know this Walmart and this market, and also this Papa John's. There's a vacant Papa John's over here. I believe I just found a new tenant for, and we're doing paperwork and making that happen and turn that Papa John's in. But the focus here is this this Walmart. So this Walmart, 131, and that previous Walmart next to the White Castle by you is 150. I wrote it down, 153,000. And I'm sure they buy different amounts of stuff. This is a $40,000, $45,000 median income area. White Castle might work better in this market than yours. That's higher median incomes. But there's a lot of variables. But this is there's one harmonic number here that 131,000 at this Walmart. Walmart out parcels. There's this Wendy's that's rocking here, and this Zaxby's is rocking. These two guys are doing awesome on this traffic. If you cross the street and you go over to Taco Bell and KFC and stuff, they're doing traffic off the Lowe's. They're not doing so well. I mean, they're doing business, but they're not doing anything like the Walmart out parcels. Like go, rockin' Walmart. Lowe's is like, well, let's click on it. It's like 40,000 customers a month or something. 34,000 customers a month. That's very different than the Walmart people that keep coming back again and again. 131,000. They'll come back a couple times a month, buy their groceries and everything else, right? Okay, so this Wendy's that's out in front, 86 percentile Wendy's. Here's like they're standing in Wendy's. There's some of them that are doing a lot better. There's a lot of them that are doing nowhere near as much traffic. But 86 percentile Wendy's. That's top 25%. That's what you want to emulate. It's what you want to copy. It's what you want to go after. and that's in the out parcel of a Walmart that is lesser traffic than yours. I was looking up the traffic of this Wendy's, and so the traffic of this Wendy's, let's blow it up here. This particular Wendy's, this example Wendy's, is 11,000 cars per day out front, 13,000 the other side of the turn into the Walmart, or maybe 16,000 before the first turn that you could make into Walmart. Doesn't that sound just like yours? 16,000 before the first turn, 10,000, 11,000, 12,000 the other side of the turn. It's like the same kind of traffic. But these people at yours have a little bit more money. So I just went through this scenario with the Papa John's down the street, right? And so let's do this again. Let's reiterate it with Zaxby's. So if we had that, where'd that map go? So we had this map. There's a Zaxby's over here. Zaxby's is front and center in the front of this thing. The Wendy's is like off in the corner. Zaxby's is more up in the front. Yours would be like where the traffic comes from. It'd be like the best location on yours. But this Zaxby's, we'll pull up the Zaxby's. So put this on behind my head. What number is that? It's a 96 percentile Zaxby's. There's not very many Zaxby's that are doing better than this Zaxby's. There's a whole lot of them that are doing worse. So I think if you took a better brand and put it in that building with the same kind of traffic, demographics, what you have going on with that Walmart, there's some business to be done there. So we're back to the screen. I'm interested because of those kinds of numbers. I would like to systematically go through every name that belongs in this building. I do all kinds of data to figure out who those names are and who has the horsepower to pay rent, to make enough numbers, make enough rent to get above and beyond the offer that I'm offering you here. So you look at the offer, I'm trying to make more than that. I got to get more rent out of these buildings than that offer to make it dance. And then when that comes through, I want to close this thing as fast as possible. So I'm asking for some time to do that. I will reach out to them. I do lots of mailers. Sometimes I send, the last year or two, I've been sending over 50,000 mailers a month, trying to do real estate deals. And so I target specifically those people. I like doing them with mailers because, if you go to the corporate names, who goes here, you get the gatekeeper, and they're not really the entrepreneurs that make money off a new location so much as the operators and the developers for those brands. And so if I send mail out to exactly those developers, those operators, the ones that are making it happen, and I tell them, I want to offer you 100% financing for this location. I'll change the colors, I'll change the signs, I'll change the kitchen, I'll change it. What does it need to get you in there? Do you need some credits to put new employees in there? Do you need a grand opening budget? Do you need the franchise fees of taking on another location paid? What is it that's going to put this location at the front of your list ahead of all the other ones you're thinking about, so we can do a deal and make this happen really quick? And so I write those letters and I send them to them, and I answer the phones. I talk to these people, I haggle it out. And if I get a deal, I come close with you as fast as I can. And so that's the idea. That's what I would like to do. That's my due diligence. That's why I'm asking for time. And that's part of the offer. If you're wondering more about who I am, please, you're watching this video on YouTube, go watch it on YouTube and look at hundreds of thousands of other videos that I've made on YouTube about all other kinds of real estate deals. Look at the comments. Look at people saying, I bought land from Luke. Thank you. I sold land to Luke. Thank you. I did this deal and that deal, and on and on and on. And there's negative ones in there too. I wouldn't be for real if there weren't any negative ones. You do enough business, you get some negative reviews. Look me up all over the internet. Look me up in the county records of whatever county you want to look in. You're going to find not every county, but almost every county in the country, except for Alaska, every state except for Alaska at least. You're going to see my tracks in the mud of trade, deal, or ones that I'm into or holding on to or whatever. And there you go. That's who I am. And in this, I'm sending this video to you to explain that, along with the proposed contract of this transaction, and proof of funds. And thank you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hearing me out in this offer. This is Luke Smith, and see you in the next one.